Now we move on to the next session. The speaker for this session is Dr. R.D. Mehta sir, and he'll be talking about better halves eczema, the impractical practicality. Dr. Asit Mittal sir and Dr. Suresh Jain sir will be chairing this session. I welcome you both, sir. Dr. Asit Mittal sir is Senior Professor and Head at R&T Medical College, Udaipur. Dr. Suresh Jain sir is Senior Professor and Head at Department of Dermatology, Medical College, Kota. May I please request you, sir, to invite our speaker, Dr. R.D. Mehta, sir.
Thank you. So, Dr. Suresh, I think if you allow me, I can introduce Dr. Mehta. So, at the outset, I would like to thank the organizers, particularly Dr. Dinesh Mathur sir, for having such a wonderful conference. We were able to see two of the stalwarts, Dr. Pasricha and Professor N.K. Mathur, this morning. It's a pleasure to hear Professor Pasricha sir, who has been teacher for all of us, and to see Dr. N.K. Mathur, who has been my role model. This lecture is by Dr. Rajesh Dutt Mehta, who happens to be extremely good friend of both me and Dr. Suresh Jain. That's the biggest introduction, first of all. He is professor, senior professor, and possibly a head also at present time at Bikaner Medical College, Department of Dermatology. And he has been my senior also, and an extremely impressive orator. So I'm sure, and the topic too looks pretty interesting. So I'm sure Dr. Rajesh Dutt Mehta is going to enthrall and entertain us with his lecture for the next 15 minutes. Over to Dr. Rajesh.
Thank you so much, Dr. Asit, for that lovely, affectionate introduction. And I would like to thank and congratulate Dr. Dinesh Mathur sir and his very active team who just managed this hybrid conference in a very grand gala manner. Thanks a lot, sir, Dineshji sir. A very yummy afternoon, ladies and gentlemen across the screen. I'll be presenting my talk virtually. The topic is very sensitive. Better halves eczema, the impractical practicality. It's a fun in life till you are known that you are suffering from incurable eczema and it turns into tears. If we were allowed to say to perform the matching of genetic kundli, and if we plan as to be a real Patni Bhakt, all of us we are, and apparently saying yes to that, opt for a partner prone to have housewife's eczema, and I put a slash homemaker's eczema because no gender bias. And Wu Brian has even modified and popularized this term as homemaker's eczema. We'll have to be loyal in household chores, the day-to-day activity, and then wander freely here and there and whatsoever we want to wish. It says like, कितनी कुंडली मिलाओगे जनाब, कितनी कुंडली मिलाओगे जनाब, ये दिल के दौर हैं, ये किताब में लिखी लिपि से नहीं मिलते. I go ahead with the task of just sharing the next slide. And second option, if you don't want to be Patni Bhakt, it's a dare. And you happen to be a rare breed of the male fraternity, the hardcore male chauvinistic pig, MCP. Then you have to pose to be allergic to petty household materials, say sorry humbly, and be ready for the frowns, anger, and whatsoever you will have to face thereafter. Where does the danger lies? So if we talk of the common allergens, out of the study we conducted almost over 904 patients in our department for the last 1.5 years, detergents and cakes with washing powders top the list. Floor cleansers and dishwash bars were second. And of course, vegetable and fruit juices while cutting the vegetable and fruit at your place is the another common culprit. I've just quoted Wu Baran from New Zealand, who has added these allergens also to the homemaker's eczema, which can be male and female. It can be perfume, deodorants, the moisturizers, the sunscreens, to complete the list, hair colors or dyes, rings, fancy footwears, nail polishes, and lipsticks, of course, for the females in particular. Male can also use. Nobody offers them no. The statistical data is as goes. Detergents, including washing powders, constitute 61% as the causative agent, followed by the cleansers. Then comes the fruit juices or the vegetable juices being chopped in your kitchen, and dish wash bars are the least to be causative as allergic contact dermatitis or homemaker's eczema. Homemaker's eczema, if we go through, ICD codes provided to these conditions is L20, 23, 24, 25, and 30. Why should it happen? It's delayed type of hypersensitivity reaction, exposure to allergens. It is there in the sensitization phase. What would happen in the sensitization phase? There would be priming of the T cell milieu. When the person is re-exposed or to get re-exposed, will have release of cytokines and chemotactic factors from the prime T cells, and clinical picture of eczematization would appear on the exposed parts. The contributors, if we go for the immunopathogenesis, it's a conglomeration of so many things. People talk differently of different things. To start with, it can be decreased flagellation production or mutation that would lead to disrupted tight junction, the key barrier. And what would ultimately happen? There would be deranged glucosyl ceramide and disrupted ceramide barrier. The skin barrier goes away. And above all, inflammation would be the outcome, and inflammation would lead to altered skin barrier, and there would be a vicious cycle. Altered barrier causing inflammation, and inflammation causing the altered skin barrier in hand. The clinical presentation, what we came across in our study, that was keratoderma top the list, followed by fissuring in chronic cases. Erythema and maceration was there in acute and chronic cases with finger cleft intertrigo, and irritant dermatitis was the least as far as incidence is concerned, because very rarely, until unless you add a new kitty to the kitchen, and that too is very strong and you're not habitual of that, people rarely develop irritant dermatitis to household utensils and articles. This is the matrix mathematical graphing, keratoderma topping the list, followed by fissuring almost same, erythema and maceration, acute and chronic, that is dry as well as wet eczema, finger cleft intertrigo and irritant. Most of the time, it falls under the category of the wet eczema. Now, the commonest advice a clinician gives to the patient or the person suffering from it, male or female, whatsoever it is stop the housewifery. Don't do any household. A big cross with that. That is the commonest advice a person suffering from homemaker eczema gets. The sufferer gives a thumbs up and starts doing balle balle. Whereas we can see a big sigh on the face of mother-in-law. That's the usual story in Indian household when we come across homemaker's eczema. And the advice comprises of something which I personally feel is impractical, because we ask the person, theoretically absolutely right, 100% correct, don't use detergent and soap water. What's the solution for a common man? Purchase a fully automatic washing machine. Floor cleansers are to be avoided. Then what would happen? Get a new mopping device to mop your floors. Cutting of vegetable and fruit juices are to be avoided. Answer is kitchen choppers are to be purchased. real constraint of all these things on a common man's pocket. Kneading the flour, get food processor, utensil cleansers, dishwasher. It puts a real constraint for a common man, whether you call it Kupu's-Hamming classification economic strata or otherwise also, or overall, if you want to say to a person from humble background or otherwise, to opt for housemaid, and that's not practically possible. Last but not the least, most of us even may start asking, wear the latex gloves. We have just heard from healthcare workers eczema. Dr. V.K. Sharma sir just told latex or its constituent of the gloves are real, I won't say irritant, but yes, they may cause itself of its own, aggravating the condition of homemaker's eczema. One, because irritant is there, sweat would be retained underneath the latex, the powder, and maceration would further go on, hampering the condition with which the person has concern. So what wearing latex gloves is again a two-edged sword. Should we use? Should we not use? Again, a big question mark. I would like to have the practicalities to suggest of my own experience. First and foremost thing is clocking the clock for any chronic disease, for recurrent disease, starting from hypertension, diabetes, thyroid, and so many things. We are approaching to lifestyle management. The only submission or suggestion to the person coming to our outdoor with homemaker's eczema is he or she will have to readjust this cycle. That is, don't wet your hands frequently. Just pace the timing accordingly. You can have the helping hands if possible in your household. And even if you don't have anybody, pace the timings accordingly. And after using the water containing material, just dry your hands gently. Then home remedy can be coconut oil, easily available at most of the places, and it can be replaced by sunflower oil also. Moisturizers can be used containing vitamin E and aloe vera. You can have barrier creams which would protect the allergens, the exogenous allergens entering the epidermal barrier. If still the person is not responding, we can ask for topical support. Then if it's still not happening, then systemic warfare is in form of antihistaminics, oral steroid, and thereafter the biologicals and JAK inhibitors and whatnot. Again, I'm showing the picture of latex gloves. I'll again suggest that it's a double-edged sword. Baby ass, but if the person is not able to cope up with, more so there would be a latex smell all around. And that smell would be in food articles. That smell would be around your household. How to just confirm our diagnosis? Simple as that. Patch testing is the gold standard, Indian standard series. Then true test approved by US FDA with 30 allergens, European baseline series with 30 to 35 allergens, Australian baseline series of 35 allergens can be just confirm our diagnosis of homemakers or housewives eczema. Grading, it does have scale to grade. It is hand eczema score for occupational screening at workplace, that's HEROES. I'm talking again and again of hand eczema because most of the persons who get homemakers or housewives eczema, it's there in their hands only. Then there can be manual or Manu score, Ossenberg hand eczema severity index, OHSI, hand eczema severity index, HSSI, and hand eczema extent score is. Very good article by Chamboli Lakshmi C.R. Srinivas, our own people, who have just mentioned hand eczema, and most of the bulk of hand eczema, the sufferers are the housewives and the homemakers who suffer. So hand eczema and housewives eczema, more or less, the entity remains same as far as clinical presentation is concerned and causative and implication concerned. leave aside few persons who do have occupational component to deal with. Again, Brian Wu, who has made the word homemaker popular, I've just told you, does make addition of the cosmeceuticals and cosmetics to the list of homemakers eczema. These are the clinical pictures clicked by my camera, my mobile in our OPD. The first picture showing the maceration around in the finger webs again getting involved. The chronic component, this is acute on chronic with erythema there. And this is some sort of irritant dermatitis. She started using something new and suffered from this irritant dermatitis. Few more to add to the gallery of the contact dermatitis people, the scaling, the hyperkeratosis seen histologically, lichenification, keratoderma, and combination of those. ACD, a dreadful thing if the person suffers from it. I'm talking of housewives or homemakers eczema, allergic contact dermatitis, as it's being explained. It's a real maze, but the solution even lies with the similar maze of ACD, and it can be just learned by heart and practiced. For clinician, aim stands that our approach should be practical. We should not talk something impractical for a common man to follow. And for patients, we have to adapt the lifestyle management. That's more important. For clinician, C stands for counseling again and again. And the counseling should lead to C in patients that be confident and not to lose the hope. And D of the solution to the maze is dermatitis, determine to solve the problem, and the person should be taught, the patient should be taught that do away with the negativity in your life. It is really what you see when person enters, and if you can just counsel the person, tell him the pocket-friendly things that he should improve, he will improve definitely with simple measures. No need of just knocking the OPD of dermatology again and again. You can have the person on hands and feet doing Bhangra. And thanks a lot for giving me the patient listening. Thank you so much. And I would like to end, as I do have a habit of just sharing philosophy with the academics. And it is for both
मैंने बुलवा
person, the doctor, the patients, the family members. It is caring and sharing as it goes in English. It is the Urdu couplets that is उसकी याद आई है, for whom you care, उसकी याद आई है, सांसों जरा आहिस्ता चलो, सांसों जरा आहिस्ता चलो, धड़कनों से भी इबादत में खलल पड़ता है, धड़कनों से भी खलल इबादत में पड़ता है. Thank you once again. Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity.
Thanks a lot, Dr.
Thank you, sir.